Chapter 8. Astral Voyages. The soul is enshrouded in a fluid body called the astral body. The astral body is similar to the physical body. Within the astral body is the soul with its mind, with its will, with its conscience, with its feelings. Thus, the astral body is marvelous. This is the soul's body. When the flesh and bone body is asleep, the soul leaves the flesh and bone body and wanders everywhere. The soul voyages in its astral body. When King Nebuchadnezzar lay sleeping in his bed, he thought about what he would be in the future. Then he fell asleep. The king's soul then left the flesh and bone body, traveled on the astral plane, and saw a statue whose head was of gold. Its breast and arms were of silver. Its legs were of iron, and its feet were partly iron and partly baked clay. The king ordered all wise men, astrologers, Chaldean soothsayers, to be called forth, so that they could prophesy the dream of the statue for him and give their statement. No one was capable of telling the king about his dream, for he did not want to tell it to anyone. On account of this, the wise men went to their death. The prophet Daniel went to his house and prayed to the Lord Jehovah with his companions, and then went to bed and slept peacefully. Daniel's soul then left his body and saw in astral King Nebuchadnezzar's famous statue. The next day, Daniel went before the king and prophesied the dream of the statue for him, and gave him his statement, that is, the interpretation. The king was astounded, and honors were heaped upon Daniel. And so, dreams are astral experiences. Our disciples must call them astral experiences and not dreams. Our disciples must say, "Last night I was at such and such a place. Last night I was in astral body at such and such a place. I had an experience with so-and-so in such and such a temple," etc. In astral body, we masters subject disciples to many tests. In an astral plane and in astral bodies, our disciples receive their initiations in the temples of the astral plane. The astral plane is known in the Bible by the name of Mount. On the Mount, Jesus transfigured himself before his disciples. The Mount is astral. During sleep, our disciples are on the Mount. It is in the interest of our disciples to study the book of Daniel in the Bible. All of Daniel's visions were on the Mount, on the astral plane, and not on the physical plane. Our disciples, upon waking from their material sleep, must not move, because with the body's movement, the astral body is stirred, and recollections are lost. Upon awakening, disciples must make an effort to remember all those places where they were while the bodies were sleeping. They must make an effort to remember all their past experiences on the astral plane. Our disciples must not recount their experiences to anyone. Samael Onwayor. Gnosis Central hopes that you have enjoyed this recording. Please visit gnosiscentral.com for more audiobooks.